What's up, guys? Maki here for another weekly update. Week number 3, I suppose, in the month of February, and nothing much happened actually going on last week. Well, except for that event, which is actually that happens annually in one certain day. Kaya let's move on to it. So, pinaka latest was after the event that we have this announcement that I did, which is the PlayStation Network event giveaway. If I'm clicking it right now, just to see if it's still active or not. There we go. It's actually active pa rin hanggang ngayon. So, sa mga interesado at hindi pa nakapag join, you can just click that hyperlink and then it'll move you to this area. What's it all about? Well, it'll give you opportunity to give some free games, to be given or get some free games. Latest pa nga, including like Horizon Zero Dawn, Resident Evil 7, kaya it might be right up your alley. So give it a try. Tingnan ninyo kung anong, who knows, baka siguro maging lucky kayo. Aside from that, you will have the chance to win $1,000 worth of PlayStation Store credit. I don't know about you guys, kung meron akong PlayStation Store credit dito it's actually gonna suffice me for like a year or two. Since hindi naman ako masyado naglalaro ng on consoles, this will give me a lot more benefit without any worrying about things. So give that a try and see if you can get lucky. Aside from that, after that we are moving on to the next announcement na ginawa ko. It was knowing that this one was posted right the day after the event, which is the Valentine's Day. The reason why hindi ko kayo nag-greet that same day because I had a very serious Valentine's with my fiance, and it took me a lot of time to spend with her, and even especially at the day after. Kaya it was a very interesting and Valentine's for us this year. But nangusta naman ako the next day, and well, unfortunately marami mga malulungkot. Na Valentine's. I feel you guys, but I hope that guys or girls, I hope that you can just move on and just have another day, not boring. Just don't be impatient about what's gonna come to you in your life. Who knows? And then just had a date with the food, which is nice, at the same time unhealthy for me, knowing that I'm already 32. I have to watch with my diet. It's okay naman if you guys are less than 30. You guys have the time of your life, enjoy food and stuff, but as you grow old, you have to be careful with the things that you eat. Well, Netflix is also awesome, but in a way hindi rin healthy all the time. Well, Crush, like I said, Crush stories are sad, but at the same time, if hindi kayo kikilos, nothing will happen. Rejection is not the end of the world. You have to just suck it up, regardless kung ano man ang resulta. Take it and then learn from it. I don't understand kung anong sinabi ni Melvin or Calvin here, but whatever, I suppose. And we got like 2 users who given a little bit of too much information about their Valentine's and fapping, really, and then had a date with my ex. Masarap pa rin. What the hell? At nag-enable ka pa rin, Richard? What the hell? That is the reason why I did this TMI. Too much information. You do not have to describe your own sexual experience or experiences in public, even though we all have equal right to have our own. What are you trying to point at here? Kung nakipag-ano ka ng ex, personally for me, that's kind of dangerous. There's a reason why I have these kind of rules, that I have to be with somebody or have sex with somebody, but whatever floats your boat. But I hope that you learn from it. But for me, that's too risky. I'm always on the safe side in doing things. Kevin Cosme, nagtirik din ng kandila. Well, araw-araw ako nagtitirik ng kandila dito. Scented pa naman. So, you're not alone there, bro. And then, anyway, nagbibenta ng bulaklak. This is actually smart, at the same time sweet, because you get profit for money, at the same time being sweet. That might let you to have a Valentine's or even more in the future. Profit to you, props to you that. Kaya, nothing new. There are just two announcements lang nangyari, and then some comments here and there. I'm still maintaining the group na parang trying to keep away with the violators, in particularly keeping away with scam bots. Well, Rick likes memes, no problem with that. And then wasak ang EDSA, I don't know what you mean by that. FYI, we don't have to be too political. I don't know what you mean. Guys, laro tayo. That's the reason why I put this comment. Kung naghahanap po kayo, dito po kayo sa general discussion or just discussion lang, makikita ninyo, nandito yun. And you can see the list of the games nandito, and then if you want to play with someone, bam, tingnan nyo dito, leave a comment in this thread, makikita nyo na it's more than a lot of people na naghahanap dito. Because the reason why, and I'm going to repeat myself, but it's probably fine so far, makahanap ng mga players dito is useless. If you want to look for somebody, you have to go to the right place to go look for them, and then leave a comment there so that they will know that kung nakahanap ka, not here, because no one will have their sweet time to look from page 1 to page 117 para maghanap ng players. That's practically wasting time. Okay, who doesn't tapos ito? Very funny comment by the last emperor. He who doesn't kneel before the world doesn't kneel before the emperor either. Well, you gotta kneel with this last emperor, otherwise there will no longer be another emperor unless we have a miracle. Anyway, aside from that, I played a couple of rounds of Overwatch with one of our members slash admins dito. It's a Filipino Discord channel. You can always find us here. And then we had fun. We were playing Overwatch, and then voice chatting via Discord. Mas maganda pa yung Discord mag voice chat. Trust me. Kasi mas okay pa ngayon. And then we had fun. So parang people who would like to join playing or looking for some players on a voice chat, nandito naman po kami. Or just talk whatever, anything under the sun from here. And then in the future, I will be streaming live, especially kung may kalaro ako, anyone who are members of this group na may kalaro ako, I will actually stream it on the Facebook page ng Filipino, so that we can get a little bit of exposure, and some people will have an idea na parang meron mga activities going on actually in our group. Aside from that, I mean, you can always find that because the group chat, as you can see, if you click on it, it's dead. This is useless. This is nothing. So wala kayong mahanap po dito. May as well na lang gumamit ng Discord. Other than that, I hope that that's it for this week. I hope you guys will have the rest of the weekend. Have a nice gaming weekend for this week, and I'll see you guys next week for the future updates. And I hope that there are some news going on. Recently siguro na-release na rin yung For Honor. For those who are actually looking for players on For Honor, wala pong problema. Pwede kayong umopen ng bagong looking for players dito naman, and then I will add that to my updates. Katulad ng ito, may mga naghahanap ng mga kalaro. Like ito, hindi ako nag-open ito. Nag-open dito is a person who opened the Guns of Icarus, and then it'll go to that forum. I just don't know. Siguro dinelete na yata ng source. Yeah, ba't naman delete yun? Anyway, or may mga nakahanap ng mga kalaro like Warframe, like dito si Cross, nakahanap ng Warframe. Yes, Cross is actually here. Maawa naman kayo kay Cross. Naghahanap talaga siya ng kalaro ng Warframe, and I don't know, if you guys want to play with me seriously, dedicated to play with me, or interact with me actively, walang problema, I can add you. Kailangan tahimik lang po kayo. I will have to use my usual purging stuff, and then I will have to, one of these days, I will purge you kasi there's nothing interesting to do kasi I have, like, in Steam lang, I have other games on different platforms. I got like 1,221, so these, I don't have any, I don't really have time to stick on one certain games, but siguro mga a couple of few games that I can stick on are Overwatch, especially kung mayroon tayong kompletong people, and I do a couple of Diablo 3, and I also do some solo versus bot of Dota 2 because I love the Dota tournament, but I am not as close as good at it. I'm just trying to beat like hard mode on bots, and there is, but anyway, I'm actually digressing, and I'll just hope that I'll see you guys next week. So peace, mabuhay.